I'm trying, you know? I'm trying. What can I say? Anyway, let's go. I need books. I'm looking for books. We found that book. Who else has books around here?
Any smart asses?
I tell him, you should take it to your pals.
Do you have books? Where do I find books?
Third option. Then his hand leans towards his knife.
Like a butcher. Anybody in here?
Ah, welcome!
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's noon. I don't know why it's so dark. Maybe I can turn up the brightness settings. Okay, now it looks like daytime.
Not
So I know
bad.
that this is maybe the
Welcome.
Troll!
Just don't start any.
Of course.
I've got my.
what do you got? That apple don't look too good.
I'm having flashbacks, Dandelion.
What have you remembered?
My own death.
I saw that with my own eyes, as I've told you many times. Yennefer gave her life to save yours. I thought you might have remembered what happened afterwards. I mean, how the devil can you be here now? I hear you, I see you, you're breathing. I mean, you're just alive.
Dandelion, I've had a flashback or two. I don't know everything yet. I know you. I can see you're dying to ask me. What is it?
All right, Thessa. What happened to Foltest?
The king's dead, and the Scoia'tael are in it up to the tips of their pointed ears.
Yada yada. The Scoia'tael are blamed for everything in this country, from bad crops to bad marital sex.
I was there. I saw it. The assassin escaped with the help of Scoia'tael.
I guess the price on Yorvith's head will rise.
Dorito sensed that already. If he can catch Yorvith,
Fertilized by the elf's rotting corpse, his career will blossom somewhere far away from this dump.
Did you
I
learn
need information.
anything?
Anything that could help me track down the Kingslayers.
I only know gossip. Things folk have been saying since Demiven's death. People are throwing out blame left and right. One day it's the elves, another the Nilfgaardians, then it's Rivians.
Let me guess. The suspects also include a Zerrikanian alchemist and a group of halflings.
Bold theory, that. But the mob comes up with even better ones. Know what? Frankly, the most worrying effect of these assassinations is the chaos they've unleashed in people's minds.
What do you mean?
I mean chaos. People don't know what to think, who's good and who's evil. And these are tough times. Who knows what's going to happen?
So, Mr. Master Spy, what's new in the world of politics? Bards singing about anything interesting these days?
Eddern's in trouble. Henselt and his great army are nearing the Pontar and will ford it and strike any day.
Well, we haven't had a war in a long time.
Like all little boys, he likes to play with his soldiers. But I don't think Kedwin will have an easy time of it. Eddern's borders are guarded by Saskia the Dragon Slayer.
Who's she? Some mercenary?
A peasant girl and self-proclaimed commander of something called the Edirnian Voluntary Militia.
Fighting women and bards who play politics. These are strange times. You gave Vernon a full report on Flotsam. Seen anything unusual around here?
They've got some amazing women at the brothel. You should take a look. One of them.
You know what I mean.
A town like any other. It's got a harbor, an inn, and a stinking muddy river. That's what an ordinary man would say. But we poets also look into people's souls. And things are not good. I saw a robbery sanctioned by law. Town watchmen laughing as they confiscated goods, all the while talking about how they'd finally bring order to the town. I saw drunken thugs beat up an elf woman while no one even flinched. I know these things happen everywhere, but here, it's not motivated by hatred or misguided attempts at meting out justice. People are driven by cold calculation, always looking for opportunities to get a little richer.
See you later.
What's going on, Geralt?
We arrived in Flotsam, we saw the killer, we've pissed everyone off. What next?
If the Kingslayer's in Yorvet's care, we'll have to get them both.
If we go out into that forest to look for elves, all we'll find is our own death.
We'll visit Laredo as invited. There may be a hick heading a bunch of imbeciles, but this is his territory and he could prove useful.
How can the commander of a Temerian garrison just piss all over the commander of Foltest's special forces?
I mean, you're
The
not
Blue
the
Stripes aren't
commander
exactly
anymore.
popular among common folk, in case you hadn't noticed.
Like anyone who does the dirty work. But Laredo's a soldier.
The worst scum gets posted to dumpy border towns like this. Incompetent fools who show off their authority to a bunch of grimy peasants.
Wow.
A little town deep in the forest, terrorized by Scoia'tael. You should be in your element, Roach.
Flotsam isn't just any old town, Geralt. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, and Edirn. The largest kingdoms in the north. Know what they all have in common?
The Pontar Valley, a strip of land they've been battling over for generations.
Exactly. And here's Flotsam, on the border between Temeria and Edirn, with Kedwin lying in wait just the other side of the marshes.
At the very edge of the Pontar Valley.
Stuck in the middle like a candle up the arse.
The North's most important trade routes meet here. Every caravan has to come through Flotsam, and anyone who wants to place their cargo on a boat on this section of the river has to bear Laredo in mind.
They say Henselt of Kedwin has gathered an army and is heading for Vergen. The Pontar Valley will be on fire soon, while we, Geralt, are sitting in Flotsam, the gateway to the valley.
I'd like to believe it's pure coincidence and the killer just followed the squirrels here.
Naive, to say the least, Witcher.
So long, Roach.
Who wants more beer?
Your pews, why?
Good to see you, Zoltan. What are you doing so far from home?
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much. You work your fingers to the bone for 6 years, you listen to the tirades of that old tyrant Breckenrig, you buy jewels. Then she breaks off the engagement. And there I was, leathering the gavotte. Fuck it. Out of sight, out of mind. Farewell to Eudora, the forge in Novigrad, and all the world's Breckenrigs. I'm a plain merchant, and I've made my peace with that.
How are those biceps holding up, Zoltan?
Hard as a bull's bollocks. Arm wrestling's a dwarven
Oh
pastime.
no.
We ought to try it sometime.
I'll arm wrestle you anytime. Now, even.
Okay.
Show me those bulls bollocks then.
Oh no, am I gonna have to do this? Oh shit! No! No. It's gonna being smart. No! 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 Oh, shit. That's hard.
Easier to hack monsters than wrestle down the arm of a...
How are you killing time in this hellhole?
At present, polishing gems for Sheila de Tanserville. Requires precision, but it's well-paid work.
Jewelry?
Not quite. The sorceress is building a magical contraption. Spends her days staring at it. A regular magpie eyeing a copper. But I don't think she's getting anywhere with it. Got so enraged one time she dashed a vase against the wall. Some temperament, those sorceresses. I'm telling you.
Is there a good swordsmith or blacksmith here?
There's a small smithy by the wall. Quite basic. The tools probably remember the conjunction of the spheres, but it'll do for weapon repairs. They also enhance swords with runes and add ornamentation to armor. Just don't do anything that'll make you look like Dandelion at the opening of a new brothel. You could also look in on some merchants. I don't think Laredo's robbed them of everything yet.
Bye.
You look strong. Care for the little contest?
Greetings. Welcome.
Okay, so she's...
Get the fuck out!
What?
Welcome.
Downstairs.
At Oyster Nanster.
Pretend you don't see.
Hmm.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
What's going on here?
A competition, brother. Would the port care to take part?
What are the rules?
The contenders put their coin down, win it.
The fighting rules.
Drop your opponent and make sure he stays down.
Complicated.
So, are you fighting, brother?
Not now.
Some of the time.
Wait till he drops his fucking guard!
So, are you fighting, brother?
Some of the time.
We have... I can make no sense of this relic I have been entrusted. The gods have not granted me understanding of it. Perhaps Providence grants you. Then
I don't think
I
I'm
shall
gonna
give
talk
you
much
this
because there's a
knowledge.
really loud thing in the background.
Perhaps you will make better use. You are
Don't
lucky,
get what just
traveler,
happened.
but not enough. It does not look as though the gods decree that you should bear up my burden. Only the gods may ordain that the prize will fall to you.
Freak.
Welcome.
Freak.
I can't believe my own eyes!
At Oyston and stood by her tub. Da-da-da-da-da.
I'm awake! Mommy!
I wouldn't want to done like that now.
I'm bored stiff.
Okay, we need some help. Because I can't figure this out.
What was that?
The gods have no love for your kind.
Yes.
The gods have no love for your kind.
Greetings! Whoop.
Do we know each other?
I've heard, or rather read much about you, in the letters of the Rivian diaspora.
Well, nice to meet you.
Einar Gausel, fundamentally a trader in old curios, although I also concern myself with the non-human community.
I see. Hair? Hair? Never mind.
It's not too...
Mind if I have a lookie?
Take your...
Books in Flotsam? I wouldn't have thought it a profitable enterprise.
Hey, many foreigners come through here. Sometimes they buy books, sometimes they have tomes to sell. Yesterday, for example, Lady Sheila de Tanseville purchased items for a sum equal to my yearly dealings.
Did she buy anything interesting?
De Vermis Mysteries, the Exeter Treatise, complete and unabridged, plus a very expensive volume I'd rather not mention. I should add, as generosity must be praised, that she made a donation to the community, specifically to the Fund for Widows and Orphans.
The non-humans in Flotsam are organized?
We aren't, but we aid each other as best we can. I mainly collect taxes and announce the Commandant's dispositions.
That'd make you a prime target for Yorvith.
You're correct on that account. He's warned me many times, and I've explained the need for my function to him just as many. Both in vain. It seems we've agreed to disagree. Well, the sword is his calling, the pen is mine. Hence, no meeting of the minds. It wasn't always this hard. Turned sour when several elven lassies disappeared. We lost our trust in the humans, and the Scoia'tael ceased trusting us.
Did they turn up, the women?
No. I believe Neckers killed them. I remember Morrill of the White Hands. She and her lover made a beautiful pair.
Let's trade. Ooh. Shit. We need that. Full test? Which one is full test? The Valley of the Flowers. Oh, hey, that's the armor in the other game. Okay, we're gonna leave.
It's not too late to repent.
Signs, bombs, poisons, and oils. Grape shot. Okay. Drowned men return as monsters. Drawing them under the water, turning them to shreds, consuming them like soggy biscuits. On the Pontar. Okay.
Welcome.
The gods have no love for your kind.
Journal. Troll. Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I think we're gonna try the indecent proposal because it seems like a way to get quick money, and we need quick money because we need lots and lots of books so we know what we're doing, because apparently this game forces you to read.
That prick Laredo turned his nose up, eh?
Ha! You'd think he was faultist himself, parading among his lessers.
Glad we made the deal.
True enough. Sometimes you just gotta grit your teeth and bite back later.
Welcome.
What are you looking at?
Do I have to go inside of this building? Where am I going?
What?
The Commandant wanted to see me.
Leave your weapon here.
Guard it with care. It's very valuable.
Wait, Wolf. I need to talk to the Commandant too.
You going inside or not?
Listen, friend. I'm an officer and you're a runt. And when I say jump, you will not only...
Come on, Roach.
With these cunts, Laredo couldn't protect the port from a drunk lumberjack. A ballista. The bastard's got a ballista. You know the power of this weapon.
Sure.
Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away.
Yeah, an experienced crew can release 2 bolts each minute, but it can't hit the same spot twice because it recoils and shifts. I've heard that somewhere before.
Where did you learn about ballistae?
I knew someone who knew a bit about them.
Unimportant. We need to damage it if we don't want to be at Laredo's mercy. They're all drunk here now. I'll provoke the guard.
Relax, Roach. I don't want to fight this rabble again.
As long as that weapon's operational, no one will sail this section of the Pontar without Laredo's express permission.
I'll handle this. Go have a drink.
Okay. Speaking of having a drink, I'm gonna go refill my drinks. Okay, I'm back. Woo. Resume game. We're gonna disable the ballista. Ballista? I guess we're not gonna be making any money here, huh?
Don't you traipse around here.
Don't you traipse around here.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
Don't you traipse around here.
You know this one.
Don't you traipse around here.
Along came a dwarf and kicked him in the arse. Oh, you arse fuck, dirty rotten scum. Plough more. Do that again, and I'll fuck him up.
Don't you traipse around here.
You've had your song.
Don't you
Care for some
traipse
real
around here.
diversion.
I don't know what to
That
do.
one struts about as if he were the king himself.
Nothing better than a
Huh?
fireside feast.
What do you need, Ugly?
Ugly.
Well, you ain't exactly handsome.
But
Rude.
I wouldn't worry. Women prefer ugly men to groomed dandies. And you're ugly something mighty. Care for a romp?
can't just now, but I'll find you later in town. What's your name?
Margarita.
I wanted to surprise my friend, the sad-looking guy
Oh
by the
no!
ballista.
Some idiot wanted me to read him poems recently. Extravagance, as I say it. I didn't like it.
I was thinking of something a little more traditional.
What would you have me do?
I don't really care. Just get him away from the ballista.
Oh, now you've got me doubting he's your mate at all. But I'll not pry. It'll cost you double.
That's steep.
I may be a simple girl, but I know at least a few men who'd give you trouble if I told them what you've asked of me. Pay me, and it'll stay between us. I mean, no point in giving brutes and louts a good reason to perfect their skills, eh?
I'll pay.
I'll not show you so much as a tit for that.
A favor for a favor,
There is one thing you could do for me.
and that is...
Myron and Alphonse, two of Laredo's thugs. Give 'em a good thrashing, and I'll even blow...
I stirred up enough trouble as it is during the execution.
No need to stir trouble. Just humiliate them some ways.
Consider it done. Myron and Alphonse.
Teach them a lesson yet?
Not just yet.
Bye.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the commandant's
I don't like freaks.
And I don't like oafish no-necks.
What do you want, mutant?
To try
Oh
my
no.
luck. Arm wrestling.
I'm gonna crush you, mutant.
Save the boasting till later. Let's do this.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orens.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of
No.
liquor.
Come on, get. Come on, get.
Add
No.
plough into the mix
Oh,
and it
my
doesn't
women,
get any
no!
better.
Luckily, the commandant's provided it all.
Oh
True. Come here, lass.
You're weak! A lame mutant! Downright pitiful!
So long as he can afford to.
Got strength enough for another round?
Always.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily,
I hate mutants like you.
I know, I know.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as he can afford to.
What you want, old man?
I was looking
Let's
to
go.
test my strength. Arm wrestling.
What do I stand to gain?
Nothing, because I'll thrash you.
And if I win?
You'll have beat a witcher, so I guess that gets you bragging rights.
Are you that Geralt fella? The Grey Wolf? All right. Let's begin.
Oof.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
Add flour into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the
Damn the dogs! The old man got me. I need to eat. Build up a bit.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orens.
Ew. We got it.
Myron and Alphonse.
Teach them a lesson yet?
Of course.
All right. I'm off to give the boys some diversion.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
That's true.
You know this one? A little elf was skipping down the path. Plough 'em all, plough 'em all. Along came a dwarf and
Sniffing
kicked him
around
in the
like
arse.
dogs in a
Plough 'em
rubbish
all,
bin.
plough 'em all. Throw you off, back dirty scum. Plough 'em all, plough 'em all.
Your comrades are well after having their fun. We should be leaving work.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor.
I don't like strangers.
Luckily, the
Cheers, baby.
confidence provided it all.
I feel like we should get rid of the piece that we took.
Laredo's busy with that witch Sheila. Come back later.
Geralt, let's wait downstairs in the yard.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orens.
Yes? Do we wait until the Honorable Lady is done with the Venerable Hick?
Waste of time. Looks like a good number of Flotsam's town watchmen are here. We should look around. Did you see that arbalist behind the house? I'll get his attention. Give him something to think about. Why don't you find out what they're guarding so closely?
My apologies, gentlemen. I could not help overhearing your conversation.
What do you want?
In point of fact, it's a matter for the Witcher. I have an offer.
Okay.
An offer. Interesting.
I suspect you did not come to Flotsam for pleasure alone.
You suspect right.
Do you know about the monster in the river?
Maybe.
Might have heard something.
I expect someone will hire you to deal with it sooner or later. Thus, I presume that...
Stop presuming, expecting, and concluding. Just tell me what you want.
Our honored host is in possession of part of a trap, built especially for the beast in question.
Go on.
Around back, there's a storage area where Laredo keeps the treasures he confiscates from merchants and travelers. There are heaps of things out there.
Let me guess. You know exactly where I need to look.
Precisely. I saw Laredo's men carrying the contraption across the garden in a crate. They placed it on a platform by the wall, beyond which lies the craftsman's district.
Why are you telling me?
Why? We need to be rid of the beast as soon as possible. Good luck.
All right. I'll distract the guard. You sneak behind the house.
Brilliant as ever.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast with copious amounts of liquor. Soldier, report to me immediately.
Add flour into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the
What am I
confidence
doing?
provided it all.
True.
What do you want?
Shut it, soldier.
In Flotsam, we cut the hands off thieves.
I was looking for the privy.
You're lucky the Commandant wants to see you. Come on!
Commandant, sir. We caught the witches sneaking around the garden.
Bring him in and leave.
Yes, sir.
We were just discussing a certain matter. You here on business too?
The Commandant wanted to see me.
In that case, I shall leave you to it.
Finally!
They didn't want to let me in while the sorceress was here.
Did you see her? Made up like a whore on parade day. They think they can do anything, those sorceresses. I heard what happened in Temeria.
Obnoxious little freak.
You know your name's on a warrant. It's unfortunate, though nothing that should impede our dealings. See, I'm the law round here, and the law needs to know what the legendary White Wolf's doing in this cesspit.
I'm a witcher. I hunt monsters for coin.
I suppose we all have our secrets. I just hope you resist questioning my authority in public again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk business, Commandant.
I trust you're on our side.
Whose side is that?
That of the people of Flotsam, of course. Terrorized by the elven bandits for years now.
I'd prefer not
A
to
local
get
conflict,
involved.
none of my business.
You killed some elves on the riverbank outside Flotsam.
We were attacked.
You failed to understand.
It's you who doesn't understand, Laredo. To tell you the truth, I'm not human.
You an elf? A dwarf? No, talking bollocks. I piss on the fact that they call you freak for your white hair and glowing eyes. You're a human like any other. We're fighting a war. And you, my friend, cannot straddle the fence.
And then on humans?
What about the elves and dwarves in the trading post? The smiths, peddlers, and hunters? They eat with you, sleep among you. Whose side are they on?
Hell if I know. That's my point, Witcher. When you fight for survival, you need to be sure who your friends are. The non-humans in Flotsam, sure, they eat, fuck, shit among us. But when Yorveth sounds the battle horns, who knows what they'll do?
There's blood all over his shirt. Treat them better.
I'm surprised they haven't turned on you already.
How so?
The town guards treat non-humans like shit. Frankly, I don't know what keeps them here.
I'll tell you what, Geralt. The hunger they'd face in the forest. But I grant you, those acts of, insubordination need to be stopped. Soldiers are simple men. When you see your mate die, a Scoia'tael arrow in his throat, it's hard to look favourably at the elf who sells your wife coloured kerchiefs. You're a witcher. Your job is to protect the simpletons from monsters. I protect them from the danger that lurks amongst the trees.
I see where this is going.
Yorveth's no better than a monster that attacks those who go out to gather kindling. Matter of fact, he's worse. He's smarter and crueler.
How do we get him?
I don't want you to kill him. Even you don't have a hope against his entire force. I've an idea, but I'd rather not go into it now. The squirrels are up to something. Every night their scouts come closer. I suspect they plan to attack the barge moored in the port.
A barge?
What's on the barge?
You mean who? Bandits, murderers, rapists. On their way to the dungeons at Drakenborg. As soon as...
So,
Their
hold on.
infamous
You're
leader
sending
joins
a
them. The cherry on the cake.
rapist
and
to
Bernard
fucking
Laredo's
prison
crown.
for
Couldn't
life.
have put it better
while
myself. As
the
long as
guy
Yorveth
who
remains free, humans, elves, and
potentially has
dwarves will
sex
live
with the
alongside
women
each other in
there
deep
is
distrust.
being
I've got to
hung
learn what
in
the
the square?
pointy-eared rat is planning.
What?
How am I supposed to get that information?
You underestimate me, Witcher. True, I have my prejudices, but I'm not blinded by them. Take your friend Zoltan, for instance. He contacted Yorveth.
How can Zoltan help if he can't go outside the walls?
Step by step, Geralt. That's how you build trust. You could start by tending to a problem we have. A beast. The Kairan has blocked all boat traffic. I'm losing tolls. That is, Then Zoltan can take you to see Yorveth.
I'll see what I
I'll
can
talk
do.
to Zoltan.
I trust you'll make the right decision. Farewell.
Here's the deal. I don't want to piss him off because he's useful to me. But I don't want to commit to anything.
No passage.
We are being non-committal today. How the fuck do I get out of here? Where's the out? Okay.
Turned me away at the door, the bastard. Turned me away at the door, the bastard. We'll meet later. Don't forget your weapons on the way out.
I have to get them myself? Ten to 17. 10 to 17. How do I know whose ship belongs to who?
I tell him, I'm taking your pouch. Or your pouch and your life.
We met in Vizima, remember? I stood at the gate to the outskirts.
I don't know what that means.